Robbins, and today we're talking about unhealthy relationships between mothers and their adult sons, especially when everybody lives together. And in this particular house, it's an engaged couple, Ed and Brenda, plus both their moms. The fighting is so bad between Ed and Gail, everybody is miserable. I've brought in psychiatrist Dr. Sue Varma to help us unpack this. And so where I want to start is this. So Ed and Gail, his mom, have been fighting for decades. And we only scratched the surface of the story, that she sent him away at age 11. And that there is so much trauma and psychological just stuff to sort out.
Yes.
But when you're dealing with somebody that has either had a bad experience with asking for help or doesn't believe in getting help for an issue like this, is there any hope in breaking this dynamic?
Yes. I think the dynamic is going to start to be broken today. This was a huge step. You guys have been living with this problem in isolation, in shame, in fear, in guilt, all by yourselves. You're here today because you want to get better. I believe from watching this that your motivation is sufficiently high. I know, Gail, that you had a bad experience. I'm a psychiatrist. People come to me in their 60s and their 70s at every decade of life because I believe in the possibility of change. I believe that you can turn this around. But what you have to do, the first step, is acknowledge Ed's pain and to take responsibility for what happened. He needs that desperately from you. He needs to hear from his mother that you love him, that you don't reject him, because rejection and abandonment sets up a condition of low self-esteem and lack of trust. And I want you to know that it's not easy for what Gail did. I know it's hard, and I'm just coming in and getting a snapshot in your life, but as a parent myself, I know that it's never easy to give up your child. And there's a lot of conflict and turmoil that she's going through. And it's coming out in the form of rejection and repeating it, because what she knows is to keep people that she loves but doesn't know how to deal with in ambivalence, to keep them at arm's length.
Gail, what's coming up for you?
She's right. Totally. But I will say that I have told him many times that I love him. And I wasn't trying to keep you at arm's length.
I'm sorry, too. I don't mean to yell at you and treat you badly. And I try not to. But sometimes I just lose it because, yeah, to be honest, when the guy came in at 11 or 12 years old, he pretty much told me my mother didn't love me.
I know. And that wasn't true. I've told you that before.
I know, but I only heard the one side, Mom.
I understand.
And I was 11 or 12 when he said it to me. If I was the age I am now, it would be, you know, okay, well then, yeah, I'm an adult. I'm going to go talk to her because I don't know. But at 12, I don't reason like an adult.
Well, and one of the reasons why it's so important to have somebody that is a professional in helping people like Dr. Sue Varma here is because what happens is when something that traumatic happens for both of you, you start to see evidence of it everywhere. So the laundry basket, which for you is, you're just going to get to it later, for him becomes another sign that she doesn't love me.
Okay.
And also the anger and the yelling at each other is happening because it's a lot easier to express that than to deal with the pain and the shame and the unresolved deeper feelings that you both have. And so you're screaming at each other when really there's an amazing opportunity for you two, through getting some professional help, to connect at a really deep and rich level. And that's the opportunity that the two of you have. Let's talk about what Brenda and Joanne can be doing.
Yeah. You know, Brenda, you said that you don't have a lot of opportunities to sit with Gail and that you guys avoid each other. I'm hoping that after today, you guys can find respite, islands of hope, of joy, of discussion with each other. What are the positive qualities? Everybody, I don't care who you are, you've got at least 2 or 3 positive qualities. So say to Gail, whatever it is that she does well, I love how you X, Y, and Z. I love how you cook. I love how you are trying to make an attempt with that. So find the positive. Spend some time cultivating aggravating with each other. The two of you, Brenda, I would say get out of the house. I mean, I hear what you're saying. This is no way to live. And Mel has said multiple times, are you sure you want to live together? Are you sure this is the best arrangement? I hear that the financial situation is sticky for you guys right now, but really, please do think, put that on, even if it's a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, think about the long term, right? The short term is you guys need to get help. Even if you don't live in the same community, you want to repair those early injuries. But think about the practical. Do you really need to all be living in that exact space together? Because that's, early wounds are hard, and they're triggered not just on a daily basis, but on a moment to moment. You guys are spending way too much time all together in one crowded space, it sounds to me.
Yes. Thank you for being here, Dr. Varma. Thank you for coming and for taking this step. We also have a licensed healthcare professional on the staff of the show who's going to talk to each of you individually.